Hello, custom car enthusiasts, and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So we're going to go through some cars here today, pretty much just doing some simple fixes and such, because we want to get to where we can go ahead and get to the next level and onto the next storyline mission. So let's go ahead and get this one definitely, and we'll go ahead and probably get this one as well. Might as well. Yeah, we'll start with these two. We don't need that much to get to the next level, so yeah, we need to, car is loud, so we need to deal with that, and we need to deal with the gearbox. So, let's move it to the lifter. Alright, we can already see here, we're taking that off, we're taking that off, and we're taking that off, but that we're going to have to get from underneath the hood, it looks like. Yeah, we're not allowed to, yeah, we got to take that off from inside. Alright. And with this particular car, we're going to have to take off the wheels and such, it looks like. I mean, these brakes are pretty much a mess here. We'll probably put some new brake pads on him. Should have just walked around the car. Would have been easier. That's alright. We'll get this off real fast, and then we'll get on to removing the drive shaft. Like to be over here looking at this. Thank you. There we go. Now we can see the starter. We're going to have to get this starter from the engine bay. One of the problems with these smaller cars. But you know what? We had to be in here anyways, because we got to take this off. This off. Then we're going to have to go back under the car in order to get that, but we're going to have to be under there for the gearbox anyways. So, alright, back in the air you go. That comes out. Gearbox comes out. Alright, we got all those parts off. Let's see what we can clean up here, if anything. Starter we can fix up some. Can fix up their brake caliper some. Alright. So then, let's see the parts here. Alright, we're going to get them some new brake discs, because I'm not going to mess around with that. If you saw the last video with the engine, had some issues with that where the parts were slightly worn. Since they weren't put back on the right side, it didn't like it. So, you know what? They're just getting new ones right there. Perfect. Let's see. So that's taken care of. And then we need a catalytic converter, a middle muffler, and a front exhaust section. Alright. So we got those now. I always like to keep the junk part until I get the new one so that way I can compare it and make sure I got the right thing. So then we need all the parts for the gearbox pretty much, and then the gearbox itself is going to be the i4. Alright, so we need a clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, clutch release bearing, flywheel, and then we need an i4 gearbox. Alright, all those have been taken care of. Let's go ahead and start adding all this stuff back in. Perfect on that. As I said, we even fixed up those parts for him, so these parts are all nice and new. And we got him some new brake discs and brake pads, just to make sure he's nice and safe here now. Alright, over to the other side. Alright, let's lower her down. Put these pieces in. Fixed up the starter for her. I'm saying her just because this type of car I generally do feel is more of a feminine car. Could be wrong though. Shouldn't judge. I mean, I drove a Hyundai Accent for the longest time, which is sort of a smaller car. But gas mileage wise, it was really a good thing. Alright. There's that one taken care of. On to this one. This one is just the muffler, so let's go ahead and move it. We'll just move it right here. We don't have to go in there. And we're just ripping pieces off and putting new ones on, so. Is that all it wants? Nope. It wants other stuff than that. You know what? We're replacing it all because this is just garbage on here. I really have to be like, who would let their car be like this? Who would do this to a vehicle? Alright. Whoops. Wasn't what I was wanting. Alright, so I need 2 middle mufflers, 2 rear mufflers for a V8 OHV. Alright. So, middle muffler. We'll get 2 of those. Rear muffler. And then we need a V8 OHV. Alright, then front exhaust pipe V8 OHV and exhaust manifold VH. Are they both? Alright, so they're both OHVAs. Front exhaust pipe. VHOVAs. There we go. Manifold for a V8 OHV. There we are. This is the kind of car I'd like to find in a barn, so that way I could go ahead and fix it up properly. Shut that. While that's raising up, let's get rid of some of this garbage here. And that one's out the door. Alright. So let's see what we got here now. We could do a brake job. We'll go ahead and do that one. We're going to take off all 4 wheels and all the brakes. Really got some rust buckets this time. Oh, come on. I had that. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. We need 4 new brake drums. All of the brake shoes are good. And we need 3 drum wheel cylinders. Alright. So 4 new ones here. And 3 new ones here. Alright. Yeah, that was all the parts that we needed to take off, so let's go ahead and start building them back up. Should be the same on every wheel. Alright. And that one's done. Not too bad at all. Alright, let's go with this Mercedes here. We're sort of just taking the simple ones, just because I want to get them through and not have to deal with a whole lot of extras. Alright, let's go with the exhaust first. Alright, so it's going to be this piece, and then the piece, the manifold attachment. Alright, those are off. Now let's see what pieces they want me to take off this car. Trunk, right body window A, rear window, front left door, front right door window. Alright, so that window, that window, that window, trunk. So that gets me that one, that one, that one. So I just need front left door window. Alright, so for these, what kind of cars? Mercedes-Benz W126. Alright, so we're going to go in here. Mercedes-Benz. One, two, six. Alright, so we need the trunk. We need the front window. We need the left window. We need the rear window. We need that window. That was not the right part. I thought I had gotten the trunk. Did I get the wrong trunk? I got the 124 trunk. Darn it. Alright. Yeah, it was the 124 trunk. That was my mistake. There we go. There's the trunk. Alright, so all those parts are on. Then we need a front exhaust pipe, V8 OHV, and a VH OHV exhaust manifold. Alright, so let's go back in here. Exhaust, manifold, V8 OHV. There we go. Now with the other one, was it the A or not? No, it's just the normal one this time. Front exhaust pipe, VH OHV. Front exhaust pipe, V8 OHV. I feel like in this game, for some reason, my mouse scrolls really fast for no reason. Exhaust resonator, V8 M177. That's a new one on me. Exhaust resonator. Alright. Well, let's get the underneath stuff done. Alright. And that one's good to go. I really don't want to do shocks, but I don't want to do an engine either. Yeah. Yeah, suspension can be a whole bunch of work on a vehicle. I just don't want to be doing that type of work. I'm wanting like one more car so that I could just deal with quickly and be done with. This one's definitely it. Not it, because this one has a lot of engine work to it. You know what? Let's get this one because I can paint it, and I do like painting it. This will be the last one we work on today. Ooh, pretty. Why does it not start? Alright, let's go ahead and move it to the lifter here. See all the things we need. Poor brake performance, that's easy. So we got repair damaged body panels. So we've got to get panels off here. Let's see. Front right door, front right fender, left headlight. Alright, so we need right door, right front fender, right headlight, rear window, right side mirror. How is it that we're not taking this piece off? Alright, so those are all the right pieces, I believe. Rear window, right side door, right side mirror, and right front fender. Alright. Then we need the right headlight. And I believe the left headlight. Yep, both headlights. I'm shocked that the bumper doesn't need to come off. Left trunk tail light. Alright. So what car is this? Bolt Cape Supercharged. Let's get these dealt with first. Cape Supercharged. Yay, alright, doesn't show there. Bolt Cape. Alright, front right door. Right side mirror. Front right fender. Left trunk tail light. Both headlights. Oh. And I needed the rear window too. Yeah, that doesn't seem right to me. I mean, it's the way they want it. I don't want to spend extra money on a car, so I'm going to leave it the way they want it. I would have replaced that window personally. But hey, who am I to judge? Alright, we will paint it afterwards. Let's deal with the brakes next. This car should definitely get me to the point of the next story mission, I would assume, for my next video here, but we shall see. Alright, let's go repair as much of this as we can. Alright, let's get rid of these pieces here first from the car. This car is a perfect example of why I'm wanting to get to level 35 so I can do that body work and make it better. Alright, so we need brake disc ventilated, brake drums, brake pads, and one brake shoe. Alright, so let's go to brakes. Brake disc ventilated. 2 of those, 2 brake drums, 2 brake pads, and a brake shoe. See if we needed anything else after this. That was not what I wanted to click on. Alright, so that should take care of all of this stuff. As I said, it's been odd for me lately on this game. It seems like the mouse just wants to... It's almost like I'm drunk or something. The mouse just wants to swim around the screen instead of being very accurate. Which is odd, because I hadn't noticed that in the past with the game until the last couple of weeks now. And it's not on any other game. I mean, currently I'm playing Planet Coaster 2, and the mouse is very detailed and very specific on it. But here it's almost like I feel I have to click the button because I know that the mouse is going to carry past where I want it to be. Not sure if that's just because I've gotten so far in the game and so it's got a memory leak type of issue going on, or what the deal is exactly. It's very odd. but we'll make do with it. It's not like it's not a game where I have to be ultra fast, so it's not like it's too penalizing for me on it. If it was like a first-person shooter or something, I'd be very upset because then the details would matter a lot more. Alright, so that takes care of that. Car does not start. It has one issue in the engine. Nope. Tried guessing there. Alright, let's put the battery back in. Let's go ahead and examine. No, not examine. Normal. There we go. No OBS or OBD. Alright, those are okay. Those are okay. Everything seems okay there. This, huh. I am curious. I want to say it would be something like the fuel pressure, but I don't think it is. No. Fuel pump is okay. Starter looks okay. And the ignition distributor was measured by the electronic, isn't it? The ignition coil. Part is still not discovered. Can't believe this, but we're gonna have to pull this engine out, I think. That's, I guess, what we're gonna do here. Let's drain the oil. I'm at a loss with this one. I can't think of what it could be. I really don't want to pull it out, but I don't see another choice. Gonna have to pull it out, I guess. Did not expect this episode to go this long because I thought this would be a simple enough fix, especially with it only being one part that's causing the issue. Trying to hurry at some, and I'm getting myself just frustrated with it instead. I do not think it's that starter. Nope, part is still not discovered. Click on that there. I actually wanted to be here. Camshaft we're not sure about. We're not sure of a lot of the parts on here. Yeah, we're just going to put it up here and then take it apart, I guess. At each section, I'm going to stop and... Alright, just get this thing out of my way. Really? This is where this game does get a bit on the tiring side because the little glitches. It's a spark plug. One spark plug is what's causing this issue. We're going to replace all of them. Every single one of them. You know what? I'm curious here. Yep, that one spark plug was bad. Alright, let's go over here since we got parts off. Let's rebuild everything. I mean, I love the engine overall, but all that work for a silly spark plug. Really not a very good thing. As I said, it's the little things on this game that are just getting to be a bit frustrating anymore. Just things like you click on a something to move it out of your way and it doesn't register. Like, why? Why is it doing that? Alright, the ignition wires we could put back in once we get all the spark plugs taken care of. We also need a new starter for this car, evidently, because I think I broke it when I tried to fix it. Alright, starter. Is this a V8? I didn't even check. Yeah, it is. Spark plugs. Really? let's get the hoist. Let's put it back in here. That issue's been taken care of. So now all we need to do is move it over to the spray booth. We need to get rid of all this. Whoops. No, actually we don't need to. We have an issue there. Alright, well let's spray it and then we'll take care of the underneath. I sort of forgot to put in the gearbox and stuff. Alright, we're going to paint this the factory color. Sort of looks better, but all the rust makes it still look bad. Let's just move it to that one. Then it like puts you on the end there. The camera angles sometimes are a little bit troublesome. I think part of it is I just can't wait to do my own vehicles here instead of having to do these customer vehicles like this. Then I'll be stripping them down to the bare bones anyways, so I'll find everything as I work on them. But there's just no point in it until I'm able to do the body work, because otherwise the vehicle comes out looking like this and it looks like garbage. Need to put oil in the engine. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, and that didn't quite get us to where we need to be. We're 5 points short. Really? Alright, this one's just simply a muffler job. Let's do it real fast so that way we have it ready for the next episode. Move it to C. Sort of like the style on this one. Big tires on it. I do like it. Alright, so it's going to be all at the front end there, it looks like. So let me drop her down here. Alright, we'll have to get that from underneath. Alright, exhaust sections for a V8 OHVD. Exhaust manifold. There we go. 2 of those. Then we need the front exhaust section. Yeah, it seems like there's just a lag in this game right now. Because like my typing, it doesn't respond very promptly. I have a feeling there might be some kind of a memory leak issue when you've gotten through a certain amount of cars. It just isn't very happy anymore. Alright, drop it down. There we have it. That one's done, and the next episode we will go ahead and start on... We gotta see what's in those cases at a point too, but not right now. But we're up to level 34. We got one more level to go, and we have one more story mission before we get there, which will be what we're doing in the next episode. So if you enjoyed what I did in this episode, please come back for that one. And also go ahead and hit that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and hope to see you back for more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018.